The amazing emergence over the last year or so of Remco Evenepoel, who's now been rewarded with an extension in his contract
5
with
years.
the Koenig Quickstep. Yeah, almost unprecedented, but what an absolute phenomenon that rider is. Solo win in San Sebastian. Then a week later, the thing that confounded me and I think everybody else the most is winning the European TT Championships. He's on a flat circuit that suits the power rods. That would have suited you down to the ground. But he's 61 kilograms, an amazing prospect, isn't he?
He is, and we spoke about him earlier in the year on the Bradley Wiggins show on the podcast because at that time Patrick Lefevre was actually criticising him publicly for being fat. I mean, amazing really, and is he 19, 20 years of age?
He's 20 now,
20 years of age, and I believe only been cycling for less than 2 years, is that right?
Came from football. At 16 he was signed up to one of the big Belgian teams at Anderlecht. But no, he's come to cycling and is an absolute phenomenon. I mean, he can do it all, isn't he? You know, I wonder what the figures were, without want to talk about money too much, but I'd imagine that Patrick Lefevre has had to kind of stretch his purse strings a little bit because he could be the new Eddie Merckx.
Yeah,
bold statement.
That gets touted around a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
But, absolutely.
Even the Belgians have been saying that.
What I will say is he could be the next Belgium Grand Tour winner, which we haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah.
And you'd have to say that I'm sure he will be at some point if he continues this rate of progression, but phenomenal. It just shows how much cycling's changed, doesn't it? For a neo pro to rip the contract up and basically start again with 5 years, and we can't speculate in terms of money and that, but gone are the days of working your way up the system.
Yeah. Well, I think the important thing. I mean, Patrick Lefevre has really got an eye for talent. I mean, look at the way he's nurtured and developed James Knox. We haven't spoken too much about him in this race, but he's still up there, only a minute 30 down in the Vuelta. But I think that Remco's clearly happy there, and his race program is relatively light. I think he's only ridden a couple of week-long tours. San Louis back at the start of the year, Tour of Belgium, which he won overall. But I believe next year they're not even going to put him in a Grand Tour, and I think that to me is a good thing.
That's a good thing, yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, I was about to say I'm amazed to not see him here. Really, it would have been a natural thing to chuck him into the Vuelta, but I think we have to not forget his age really, and he has a progression to make regardless of what he's already done. And I think it's a good thing that they're nurturing him now. And I think the 5-year contract reflects that. Yeah,
I think it's going to be. And actually, there's another rider in this field here at the Vuelta, Tadej Pogačar, this young Slovenian, only 20 years of age, who's signed now, I think it's through to 2023 or 2024 with UAE Team Emirates. He won the Vuelta Algarve earlier in the year, a race you've won in the past? Have you won the Algarve in the past?
No, I got third.
You got third? Yeah. And he also won Tour of California overall.
Did, yeah, that's right.
So, and he was in that second group today, so he's going to be a good ally, I think, for Fabio Aru. Watch out for that young lad. They've started, again, another very long-term contract.
Yeah, and there's that's that new generation now that we're looking to 5-6 years' time when the Froomes of this world, Valverde eventually does retire. Quintana, Geraint Thomas, of course.
Yep.
That's the ones we'll be looking at. But throw into that Egan Bernal, who's just won his first tour, and he's only a year older than them guys.
I know. And then you've got Pavel Sivakov, 21 years of age, or 22, just turned 22, won the Tour of Poland for Ineos as well, and a 9th overall on the Giro. It's quite an exciting time, isn't it? It's really good to see, and these are all a great bunch of lads as well. But
very much so. And let's not forget Mathieu van der Poel.
Oh, blimey. Yeah.
And, of course, Team Wiggins' very own Tom Pidcock, who will eventually turn professional.
Indeed.
Who has won mountain stage at Tour d'Alsace this year. He won a stage in the Tour de l'Avenir recently.
He was in the green jersey, he crashed out, wasn't he? Yeah.
Espoir cyclocross, and phenomenal talent.